Hello everybody, my name is Zach, aka the Weather Gamer, bringing you week 8 of LDL, LEL D-Max, week 8, season 5, I think, I'm not sure. Again, new league, haven't quite got that figured out. Anyways, we are playing Thriller in the Iowa Jolteon. It was supposed to be Adler, but Adler dropped. So I asked Thriller if he would take over as well, because he and I would get the square off, and I know those are always fun matches. So he said yes. So he reset his team, and here we are. The team we're rocking out with: my D-Max Alchemy, Dracovish, Fallinx, Inteleon, Ninetales, Orbeetle, Rotom, Skuntank, Steelix, D-Max Venusaur, and Charizard Gigantamax. Thriller has a team of Celebi, Cobalion, Diggersby, Dracozolt, Drapion, Milotic, Galarian Mr. Mime, Rotom Heat, Runerigus, Togekiss, and G-Max Dreadnought. As far as what I think Thriller is going to end up bringing versus me, I think Cobalion has a decent matchup. It's his best way besides Drapion to check Alcremie, and Cobalion can just put in some work, even though I have a Sun team. Dracozolt, I think, comes probably Scarf to try and keep up with Vish under webs. It also just puts in a lot of work if he's Scarfed and keeps my Sun down. Slash it is a D-Max captain, which I don't think he's bringing Dreadnought, but if he does bring Dreadnought, obviously he can't D-Max his Dracozolt. I can't remember what his other D-Max captain is. Fungo Library. I should probably know what his other captain is, but I think Dracozolt probably comes if he doesn't bring Dreadnought, and that'll probably be the one that he ends up D-Maxing. I think Diggersby comes. Diggersby has a decent matchup versus me, especially banded Diggersby. Can put in a lot of work. I think Milotic makes a lot of sense. Milotic's in a tricky position, though, because it either has to be max defense, Flame Orb to take on Dracovish, or it's got to be max special defense, well, very specially defensive, with Mirror Coat to take on Venusaur and Charizard, potentially. So I'm not sure which way Milotic's going to run. It could be a very big pain in the butt if I don't get rid of it soon. Rotom Heat makes sense, just to abuse the Sun. It puts in a decent amount of work by abusing the Sun. If he runs Scarf, he's faster than Vish. He also can defog to keep webs off his side of the field, so I just think Rotom makes a lot of sense as hazard control. And then I think that, like, Assault Vest Drapion is a possibility, just to check up a bunch of, like, it can check Ninetales, Venusaur, and Charizard decently. It counters Alcremie. Runerigus is possible to set T-Spikes. I think Celebi is possible if it comes at Scarf. Togekiss is possible. I really don't think Dreadnought comes, but it can. He could run Weakness Policy Dreadnought. But that's really risky. Unless he builds it extremely tanky for Charizard to take a hit from Charizard. Sorry, hiccups. So into my team then. First up, we're bringing Orbeetle here with the Rocky Helmet, Sticky Web U-Turn, Reflect, and Psychic. Basically, this is here so I can set webs, slow my opponent down, basically stop Zolt from getting out of hand, stop potential agility, Diggersby, slow down, potentially Rock Polish, Cobalion. Even though I don't have Mr. Vish, that's kind of the plan, is just slow him down. U-turn to pivot, reflect, so I can take bulk beat hits better, and then Psychic for Cobalion switching in. That's literally the only reason I'm carrying Psychic is to hit the Cobalion. Drapion, I set webs and reflect or U-turn. Otherwise, everything else I just fire off a Psychic, or U-turn will actually, with the attack investment, two-shot Celebi. So it's good chip to hit Celebi. We are speed creeped to outspeed the Rotom, max HP. This thing is also basically here to check the Celebi and take hits unless Celebi's got Shadow Ball. So we do have Venusaur here with Life Orb, Chlorophyll, Earthquake, Power Whip, Growth, and Synthesis. Speed stat wise, once I have Sun up, I outspeed everything on his team, including Scarfed Cobalion. So nothing will outspeed my Venusaur unless he sets an Agility or something. Rock Polish with Growth to get the +2/+2. Synthesis to heal because of Life Orb. Earthquake and Power Whip. Why am I physical? Because I don't think Thriller's going to expect physical Venusaur. I think he might lean towards me running special, which would help me grab my Lotus if he is Mirror Coat, and then I can just hit him with a physical attack. He can Mirror Coat, have it fail, and Venusaur can put in some work. Max attack, Jolly Nature, and then a HP stat. I have Leftovers Rotom, which is bulky. Speed stat again, creeping his Rotom, 248 HP. Willow, Defog, Hex, and Volt Switch. Will-O-Wisp is just very good versus Thriller's team. Cobalion, if Physical doesn't want to take it, Diggersby doesn't want it, Dracozolt doesn't want it, Drapion doesn't want to get burned, Rodarigus doesn't appreciate the burn, Dreadnought certainly doesn't want to get burned. If I burn things, Hex does double damage, which is really good. Defog to get rid of his potential T-Spikes, and Spikes, and Rocks. I don't want any of that on my side of the field. And then Volt Switch, because outside of Rodarigus, I can freely, and if Dracozolt's Volt Absorb, and I guess Diggersby, I can freely Volt Switch once those are gone. I can't actually touch Diggersby with this set, which, I mean, Will-O-Wisp is about the only thing I can do, so. Up next, we have Assault Vest Steelix with Body Press, EQ, Gyro Ball, Ice Fang, max HP, 200 plus defense, 56 in the attack stat. This will two-shot or OHKO what it needs to. The Assault Vest allows me to tank a Celebi hit, allows me to tank a Milotic hit. I can tank a Rotom Heat hit unless it's Specs. Body Press will kill the Cobalion. Diggersby dies to it, Dracozolt doesn't want to get Earthquake. Celebi doesn't appreciate Ice Fang damage, Drapion doesn't appreciate Earthquake. I don't touch my Lotus, unfortunately, and I don't have Toxic. Not much I can do there. Mr. Mime gets Gyro Ball. Rotom gets, I just Body Press and then switch out. Rodarigus, I Ice Fang. Togekiss, I Gyro Ball. Dreadnought, I Gyro Ball. So I am Gyro Ball over Heavy Slam because Heavy Slam doesn't work on G-Max Pokemon. Next up, we have Ninetales here with Heat, Rock, Drought, so I set the Sun. Max Speed, Max HP. This is the Speed tie with the Celebi, so I don't know if it's Scarfed. Fire Blast, Solar Beam, Toxic, and Weather Ball. 2-5, Weather Ball, because he's got a Dreadnought, and he might go for Max Rockfall and then change the weather to Rock, or he could potentially go for a Max Hailstorm and change it to Ice. Weather Ball lets me play off of that and have an Ice or a Rock type hit. If it is Rock, then I can hit Rotom Heat, potentially. If it wants to try and come in, I can also hit Togekiss. If it's Ice, it's good against Togekiss, Rodarigus, Dracozolt. But it also gives me another Fire-type move as well. So, it's just, if he changes the weather on me, then Weather Ball is nice to give me a different style attack. Fire Blast hits very hard in Sun, and Solar Beam obviously single charge. And then Toxic. I would like to Toxic the Milotic. I'd also really like to Toxic yeah, Milotic is mainly the reason I want a Toxic, but Toxicking Diggersby would be good. Putting a Toxic on Togekiss is also good. Putting a Toxic on Rodarigus is very good. This is where, if Dreadnought is weakness policy, he'd have to be tanky enough to take this Solar Beam and then G-Max, because he's not switching it in on this. And last but not least, we have Phalanx here with no retreat, throat chop, close combat, Iron Head, the Pyappa berry, which is a super effective psychic berry. So I don't take super effective psychic damage from Celebi, and I can two-shot with throat chop. So if I no retreat, I throat chop. The psychic doesn't kill me unless you scarf Celebi. I am faster, and then I can throat chop it a second time and kill it, unless it's got Colbur, but I don't think it's gonna have Colbur. Iron Head in close combat. Iron Head, I'll CC the Kabayon, CC the Diggersby. Draco's ult doesn't appreciate the hits. Drapion, I have to CC. My Lodek, I have to CC twice. Mr. Mon dies to an Iron Head. Runarigus, I throat chop. Rotom Heat, I CC. Kiss dies to an Iron Head, and Dreadnought non-G-Max should die to an Iron Head at +1. That's why the attack is 152 at +1. I do the damage I need to do. Speed stat wise, I had to run max speed to speed tie his Draco's ult to know if it's scarfed or not. And then the bulk. So yeah, that's going to be the team builder. I'm going to pause real quick and go grab Thriller, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, that was a little weird. Never had that happen before, but alright.
I love how every time I gotta unpause the recording, you start talking. Guys, we're back. We got Thriller here. We're about to challenge him.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Phil Shocker, then I used to Hedgehog. By the way, people may not see it, but I'm having coffee, aka Pepsi, and then I wonder how I'm drinking this Pepsi, you may ask. Well, I went to the merch shop, which you'd find down in the description, and pick yourself a Weather Gamer mug. I got myself a Chicago Corvette, so if you haven't already, head down, get some fire merch, and support my boy.
Yeah, are you 965 or 969? And I do appreciate the merch plug there. Is it Thriller?
965.
965. I always forget which one it is. There we are. Challenge.
I would have liked it to be just 96, but for some reason they just don't let me.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember which format I challenge you in.
It's a National Dex level 50.
50, there we go. LDL Thriller.
If anyone hears any background noises, it's just my cat just pandering around in his litter box. He's just, I don't know, trying to get his paws to play with stuff and everything.
You did bring.
Ooh!
You did bring the Dreadnought. I'm surprised.
Alright.
I'm surprised you brought the Dreadnought. Okay, so wow, I didn't do very good this time.
Stop it.
I did not do very good this time. Let's see.
Oh, you didn't bring your Charizard or the Dracovish.
Lock in Zolt. Lock in Milo.
Ow.
Lock in Rotom Heat. The other three I gotta change. You didn't bring Cobalion. You brought your Dreadnought instead. I really am surprised you brought Dreadnought versus Sun.
I mean, you really think about a Dreadnought, even with the Sun, it does work against your team.
Yeah, but it dies to Solar Beam.
Well, let's just say I have a method to my madness. You always know that.
Yeah, your Rindo or weakness policy. I already know. You brought Togekiss over Diggersby.
Diggersby, though.
No Thugs Bunny. I'm surprised you didn't bring Digger. Like, you have half of my WWC team. I'm surprised you didn't bring that.
Yeah.
And you brought Runarigus over Drapion, which I thought was an option, but...
So you decided to go with a Web Sun team instead of just a Sun offensive team, it looks like.
Or Beetle's got some shenanigans for you.
Huh.
Alright, we're gonna lock that in. Thriller... I have no idea if your audio... I didn't check your audio. Can you talk again?
Alright.
Yep, there it is. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
I picked my lead, so whenever you're ready, let's do this.
Yeah, sorry, I had to update 3 of the Mons because I had half your team wrong.
Like, remember, Zach, I'm unpredictable. I can bring stuff that you may not have ever seen coming.
Crap, my Steelix has the wrong ability.
Luigi, stop! I want to hear him, okay? Alright, he just keeps messing with his litter box. I don't know why. And plus, since I have to have our unmute stuff like that, I'm hearing music in the background.
Well, hello.
Rotoms.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing great today. How are you, late brother of mine?
You've put on some weight, my friend.
Hey.
You're not as big as the fridge.
It's the machine, not the body. Let's see
So,
here.
we both decided to road him off. I wonder what, This is weird leads for both of us.
Yeah, it's like,
Slash, what happens
they're
next?
staring down, they're smiling at us, but they're like thinking dastardly.
Slash, what happens next? Do we both go for toxic and then we're right back where we were, or do we both volt switch? You suck. You're slower than me, so
Right.
you suck. I
I'm
should.
gonna look at something here.
I guess that was fair because Steelix wasn't going to come in on this.
Yeah, like the fact that you dropped Rotom actually, when Rotom actually puts Rotom, he even puts work on your team, which is pretty funny.
Well, I didn't want multiple fire types. So yeah, for those of you that didn't know,
Yeah.
Rotom Heat was on my original team. I dropped it and then Thriller picked it up, so... Well, I know you're not Scarfed, Rotom, then. The question is... Why is this thing here?
Leftovers, okay. They're somewhat bulky Rotom.
Rotom Spook is actually surprisingly bulky.
All of them are basically bulky because they kind of have the same set, except Rotom actually has
Rotom
an
has
Rotom actually has
Rotom-
less defenses.
Yeah, Rotom Spook has less bulk, but it's faster than the rest of them, which makes sense. Although Rotom
Yeah.
Fan, in my mind, should be faster.
I mean, if you look at them,
Also, can we get more Rotom forms? Like, I need a few more Rotom... Oh, what are you doing here? Oh, this is an awkward position to be in. I need to calc. Rotom to Rotom. Rotom on Rotom Heat. That's about normal damage for my volts. Hey, Francis, lay down. Thank you. It's about normal for mine. Yeah, that's not worth it. Okay, what do I do? I do this. Hello, sir.
so how are you today?
I'm fine. I have the sick feeling that you're about to even the score versus me.
And like I said in that one time we talked, because I actually talked to Zach a little bit, guys. I told him how much his team is just so hard to prep for.
Yeah, but this is no bueno right now.
Very much no bueno.
I don't have... Okay.
Alright.
Wow. That was a resisted hit.
But to be fair, it's in the sun.
Still, that did way, way too much damage. What? Are you spec?
I like that name for Rotom. It's lit. So I saw what a Rotom EU. It's like, what's it gonna fit electric type? It all fits a fire type. Lit. Originally, I like to name it Oven Mitts.
Ah, okay. I know what your speckies.
I can confirm nor deny this.
You are specky specs. 100% specky specs. There's no way you do that much damage to me if you weren't.
The question is,
specs.
am I timid or am I modest specs? That is what you must decide.
You're modest based on the damage roll. I know you are because I'm calculating it right now. Well, unfortunate this is.
Yeah. There goes your sunsetter.
It's okay.
Oh, the crit mattered right there, dude. The crit mattered.
Did you crit me?
I crit you right at the end.
Oh god.
That crit mattered, dude. That crit mattered. Right. You know now.
You best run away, because at -4, you're not gonna kill me. Well, -2, I guess. You're still not gonna kill me, even in Sun. Because I'm.
Yeah. I mean, I just need to decide if I need to keep this thing. I'm pretty sure you'll kill me with any one hit you go for, even if it was a resisted hit. Well, actually, the resisted hit's a roll with my investment. Pretty much will kill me. Right now. Question is, what do I go into here?
Oh, I'm really upset that your specs.
Ah, you're gonna Dynamax it.
Yes, because I didn't have Charizard, so I'm the D-Max captain.
Right, makes sense, makes sense.
But I am very big sad right now because if I'd gone for what I wanted to go there, you would have killed me with Overheat still. Even at -4 because of your specs.
Oh yeah, I was timid, not modest.
Okay, well then I should have, because he wouldn't have killed me then. Uh-huh. I kind of figured my Lodic was coming in, but that's okay. Gotta get rid of your Rotom Heat. There we go. Bop.
Oh, that was a roll.
No, it wasn't.
That was 86 to 101
What type
with
of
my investment.
What type of Milotic are you?
Max HP with 188 in Spadef.
Okay. Then it was
That was
a
a
roll.
roll. Mm. I know you have modest max with Life Orb, and like I said, does maximum of 86 to 101. Ugh. Oh wait, I didn't probably calc that with terrain too. Oh, then actually that killed me. Never mind.
What's next, Sterler? What bows down to Venusaur now?
They only have 3 more turns of Sun.
Exactly. So I
why I
outspeed
keep in mind. I have to
your
keep that
entire
in mind.
team. I outspeed your entire team.
You know,
So something else is dying to this
just
Venusaur.
think of that Swan here. Because I see myself winning this. If I have a chance to come back, I only have 2 or 3 options. I have to decide real quick which option it is.
Although I did break MV's rule, so we'll see how this goes. He who big boys first loses.
So, yeah, I think.
Hello, Roadrunner.
You do have the Max Quake. That sucks.
Yep. Good old.
I figured that was gonna be what your last move was.
And I get my Spadef boost.
Let's look at.
Oh man. Sun, Venusaur, Dynamax.
Alright, I think I see my only way to win this year.
So, Thriller. You want to know something? Actually, hang on. I need to calc this.
Hey, let's do this.
Dread.
No.
Yeah, I know. I need
running. My only way to. I think I see my only way to win this game.
Depends on how you're built. This is a roll. Depends on how you're built. So yeah, I wasn't special.
Ringleberry.
Oh, 2%?
Live that guaranteed.
Oh. By the way, I wasn't special.
Gee, let me look at that. You were.
I was Power Whip. I was Physical Venusaur.
You were Physical Venusaur.
I knew you were expecting Special Venusaur, which is why, because you had Mirror Coat on your Milotic, didn't you?
Ah.
You had Mirror Coat Milotic.
The sneaky man. The sneaky man.
I knew it. I knew it.
You jolly or adamant though?
I believe I'm adamant.
I figured you run like adamant.
No, I'm jolly. Sorry, I'm jolly.
Oh, you're jolly?
You okay?
I'm literally look at that roll for you.
I'm looking.
Oh. You know what's funny? If you got the max roll, you killed me.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at it myself.
Oh, that's.
So now it becomes what? Oh no, it doesn't become what are you?
Oh man, lockjaw, baby, lockjaw. I mean, you come in and kill me with this thing, but imagine if that didn't kill.
That would have been really big sad, but I wasn't gonna risk a Volt Switch in case you wanted to preserve a 3%. Dreadnought. Whoops, nope, that's mine. Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, I know you're scarfed. Yeah, you're scarfed. Yeah, you're mean. You're big mean.
Man, I think you might have this. Because I need. Okay, I was hoping that didn't happen.
Yeah, no, that's why I was carrying Will-O-Wisp.
Oh.
I'm tanky.
Live. Yes!
Uh-oh.
I die next turn.
Oh, shit. Yeah, well. That was a bot.
Now you actually beat me with Steelix, though.
Yep, because Trick Room.
Again, I do that, man. I'm so stupid sometimes.
You're not stupid, Thriller. You know, Trick Rooming, had Steelix been dead, Trick Room was the perfect play because everything else in my team outspeeds you.
Oh, now I have to lock into this thing here. That's the second time I choked using Trick Room.
Hey, don't be mad about Trick Room, okay? You actually played that game beautifully. Like,
It's just that Venusaur. I just couldn't get anything to come in against Venusaur safely.
yeah, because I built physical. You were special with Mirror Coat on the Milotic. I know you were because Charizard. You could live a G-Max Overgrowth from Charizard and then fire Mirror Coat back and kill me. You could live a Dynamaxed Giga Drain and fire back and kill me.
Because it was like there was no reason for me to run physically defensive Milotic.
I thought you probably could, just because if I did bring Mr. Vish, you need to be able to take Mr. Vish's hit. But
I was expecting you to bring Mr. Vish.
I didn't. I saw the path where Charizard, or I bait and switch with Venusaur for Charizard, and it kind of played out that way, so.
I'm guessing you were heavy-duty boots on your Orbeetle, weren't you?
I was not, actually.
Nah, if I brought Stealth Rock, she would have been really hurt.
Yep, and upload, share, replay, copy, link.
Because
we at
the
least
way
have
that
it since
this
we talked.
team, I mean, this team was worked against. Because I'm really surprised you brought the Steelix versus. I mean, I have so many things that check Steelix.
It was supposed to be Sturdy Steelix, and it was Rockhead, so that was... No, I was Rocky Helmet Orbeetle.
And Orbeetle was also something I was a little surprised to rock, because again, I have a good amount of things to just beat it.
Yeah, but I was Rocky Helmet for reasons.
Yeah. Dreadnought was pretty much just like max attack, max speed, adamant, with rock polish.
I called it in the team builder that you were going to be rock polish weakness policy. I called it.
But I wasn't weakness policy, I was Rindoberry, remember?
Oh, sorry. I saw weakness policy trip on something.
It had to be Rindoberry in case I can guarantee live any hit from Charizard, Ninetales, and Venusaur. Guaranteed.
Yeah, no,
Unless you max roll me on that Power Whip.
Orbeetle, U-turn actually two-shot Celebi if you were Scarf Celebi.
I didn't bring Celebi. Celebi was going to get destroyed by you in this match.
I also had Reflect, Sticky Web, and
Like, I'm surprised it was Sticky Webs versus
Psychic.
my team.
I wanted to stop a Scarf Dracozolt because if you thought I was bringing Dracovish and Webs, then you'd run Scarf Dracozolt because then it comes to a speed tie, because why would I run Scarf Dracovish plus Webs?
To be fair, I have Hustle, and I have more of a chance to miss than land.
Yeah, so I thought maybe, you know, if I put Webs down on a Scarf Dracozolt, then, like, that's the whole reason I brought Webs. I also thought Webs would be nice if for some reason Dreadnought did get a Rock Polish off, or if Cobalion came in Rock Polished, or Diggersby came and... Because Diggersby actually could have beaten me with Agility. Agility, Diggersby would have...
But, I mean, there was a part of me that wanted... I mean, Diggersby looks good, but I logged to Majora's better because Wonder Trick Room and the way I can build this thing, because Majora was actually guaranteed to live one max overgrowth from Charizard.
Is that your Runerigus?
Yeah,
so...
I had Will-O-Wisp of my own. That way, if you try to bring in Dracovish as I click Trick Room, I had Will-O-Wisp, crippled it, get the weakness policy from Vicious Ren, and then just start going to town on your team.
Yep, I kind of knew that. You'd be either Wisp, Toxic Spike, or... I didn't expect Trick Room. I didn't expect weakness policy, but...
Neither did Damien until it put work against him. Roadrunner, like, I decided to bring Dual Scarf first because I think they looked really good versus your team. But it's sad I couldn't show off this. Dracozolt had Aerial Ace.
Yeah, so you were Speed Boost. That's also why I brought Webs, because if you were max Airstream Dracozolt, I needed to keep that thing in check. Because
I was really thinking about potentially bringing a Dynamaxmon this week, but I loved Dreadnought's match versus you, so I just went with Dreadnought.
Yeah. Dreadnought was interesting. By the way, Ninetales had Weather Ball.
I knew you had Weather Ball on something.
Yeah, Ninetales had Weather Ball because if you happen to set up Rain somehow, like Rain Dance Milotic or something, just to check my son.
I think I could have probably brought something like that, but I felt like I was going to be fine dealing with your son because I had my specific answers to stuff like Venusaur and stuff, so I didn't kind of care if your son came up or not.
Yeah, or Dreadnought max Rock Falling. If I happened to kill Dreadnought and the sand was still up and Ninetales was still alive, then Ninetales could Rock move your Rotom Heat.
Oh, if you just didn't have one more turn of Sun there, I could have Rock Polished. Because the only problem is, since you have the Sun still up, is the goal was to hopefully try to Rock Polish either in front of Venusaur where I live, but the problem being like that is I had to get it in before you bring in Venusaur.
You live
Sun out, so that way, because you're not going to you probably ran enough speed to outspeed Dreadnought.
On what? Venusaur?
Yeah, your Venusaur.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I ran enough speed that under Sun I outspeed Scarf Cobalion.
Cobalion, in my opinion, didn't have a really good matchup versus you. I mean, there's some stuff that's good, but with you having like Venusaur that walls it, with Weather Ball / Earth Power, and then having a Charizard, which if you ran Airstream on a switch in or got basically boosted up, you basically just run House on Cobalion.
Yeah, Venusaur getting Earthquake this generation was a blessing.
Well, I think it always had Earthquake. It was Earth Power it got this generation.
Yeah. Regardless, physical Venusaur.
Yeah.
Got him.
Uh,
Oh well, you and I still both have a chance, like, because of the huge, massive, like,
yeah.
jam.
But the
at
thing is,
3
for
and
me
4.
now, I have to win 3 of my 4 games, though. Essentially, you only have to
Yeah.
win 2 more.
Well, as long as the people ahead of us lose. Like, I still have to play Jake, who I know is ahead of both of us. I still have to play. Where's my?
I got Ice and Blaze in my schedule, and then
have-
one guy.
I have Blaze, Jake, and Ice, who are all 3 ahead of us.
Yeah. I mean, I'm feeling pretty confident with my next week's match, but it just, again, comes down to playing again. I have to pretty much essentially win out. I mean, if I get 2 wins out of these next 2 games, it'll come down to a 50-50
Yeah, I mean you're.
on whether I'll make it. But if I win 3, I'm guaranteed.
Yeah, you're 3 and 5 right now, but the teams ahead of you. You're in 9th, right? You're in 9th right now, tied for 10th. But the teams ahead of you, one's 3 and 5 minus 6. There's me at 4 and 4. There's the Vulpix at 4 and 4. There's Blaze at 4 and 4. There's Jake at 5 and 3, and there's Freeze at 5 and 3. So like, you and I are really, plus with me playing Jake and Ice and Blaze, that helps you potentially. So.
I mean, next week I'm taking on the probably one of the best teams since they're 6-2.
You never know, any given day. So.
Again, like, I think I have a pretty good team prep for them, though. It's just going to come down to how I play it.
Yeah. I'm going to wrap the recording here. Thriller and I are probably going to keep talking, but recording's gone long enough, so see you guys next time.